Hi, everybody, and welcome to BB's Messy Bungalow. I'm in the middle of painting my kitchen, like I said I wanted to do. I have this area completed. What I still have to do is put the peel and stick wallpaper on the rest of my cabinet doors. And yes, all cabinet doors, even the ones on my trash can, because this is a trash can. You just open it up. Okay. Um, my pantry doors, that's all going to get peel and stick. Up here, I'm not painting. The picture's going to come down. I'm not painting above the cabinets because we're taking off the crown molding and we're building soffits. I think that's what it is. When it's like the cabinets continue up to the ceiling. So there's going to be like walls, you know what I mean? That go straight up to the ceiling. And then it's going to get painted. And then this will be painted. And then you have like the wall that goes up to the ceiling. I'm not sure what I'm going to be painting up here. I don't know if I'm going to continue this color or if I'm going to continue with the green on top. I'm going to have to play with it and see what's going to happen. Over here above the refrigerators, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm just going to have the wall color or if I want to put some over the fridge cabinets. I No, never mind. I just made a decision. I've got to paint. So yes, I have to paint up there. Uh, and this is the first coat I have on so far. That's why I still have my ladder and everything's a mess. So this needs a second coat and I'll be done. I wanted to show you what I bought the other day at Walmart. I picked up these placemats because it has a cottage vibe to it. And I think it goes good with those curtains and the peel and stick. And of course, anything's going to go with those curtains. But I saw these for $1.97 and I picked up four. And you can also turn them around and have a darker color. But I like the light color. So, are you ready for a very small tour of the living room? I decorated I think my tabletop is different from the last time. The candles are new, along with, these candles. The swirly candles are new. I picked those up at Walmart. And the candle holders, the glass candle holders, came from my friend Bobby across the road. You know, I talk about her a lot. She's the one that gives me a lot of antique things, um, like these glasses that are holding the votive candles. They have etching on them. They're very beautiful and they're very old. I can't remember how old she said they were. I think she said they're about 75 years old. Um, so, yeah, I think it looks really pretty. And at night, these just glisten. It's so pretty. So, in here, I just have a little doily, kind of hanging out of the gravy boat. Um, Over here, I just have antique cups and saucers with a tea light. Down here on the stool, I have my, what do you call that? Oh, lantern with just a bunch of my flameless candles in there, tea lights, and the LED flame lights. The That's a cloth napkin that I just stuck on there, and a bow. Then up here, the only thing that has changed is what I put on top of the mantle. The florals and that sign is still the same. Oh, and of course, Thomas Kincaid teacup and saucer is still the same. But up here, I have a lantern with a battery operated candle, and I cannot find the remote to make them have a flame to them. So, oh well, what can you do? I have some florals here, stems. And over here, I just have a basket, and I stuck the two stems that I had out for Easter that was flanking my Easter display. I stuck them in the basket. I put another battery operated candle on top of a thrifted book. And underneath this leaf, you can see her popping out. The banner that she's holding says friend, and the rock says, "You have blessed my life." And I just kind of popped her peeking out from the leaf. And then down here, where I used to have my antique looking radio with my thrifted duck, I put this here instead. And that's in a tray that my daughter gave me. The white florals came from Hobby Lobby. I can't remember where the burlap vase with the white flowers came from. I don't remember if that was Hobby Lobby or Walmart. The little bluebird there I got from Michael's years ago. And I just stuck that right here to the side of the fireplace. Up here, I haven't done anything. I am going to take everything down because, let me switch hands here. Sorry for the shaking. I decided that I'm painting this golden color on the bottom part of the walls. All of this is going to be painted the same color. It's going to be all the gold. I know I said I wasn't going to do it, but I am. The other idea I had of keeping the top this cream and the bottom gold, and then doing a stencil that looks like wallpaper, I decided no, I'm going to still do the stencil, but it's going to be on the gold color. So, yes, I'm going to get up on the ladder and get up way up high and do that. The only thing I can see that's going to cause me trouble with the stencil is the angle. Let me get back here. The angle of the ceiling and wall. Now, I'm thinking of where the top beam to my hallway. I'm wondering if I could put that beam, have my husband do some more wood and, have it to here. So you just have one big stained board. That way I don't have to worry about trying to get the angles of the stencil to sit right. It would just be painted up there. So it would just be painted with the gold, have a board, run across here, and then start my stencils and go all the way down. I don't know. Well, I'll have to talk it over with him. I have I have no idea what I'm doing. But you're going to learn with me. You have no choice. No. But anyway. What did I do here? Oh, I took the table that was here. It's an antique table that my father-in-law gave my husband because it was his mother's. I moved that into the bedroom. And this was in the bedroom, and I moved it out here. I think it fits better. And I have my daughter's wedding picture with my husband with their first dance. I had not first dance, what do you call it? Father daughter dance. Another battery operated candle, and just two little knickknacks of primitive houses on a cloth napkin. And then I pulled this out of my bedroom and placed it here. And I want to make slip covers for it because it's too plain. I just have to figure out, do I want to do blue and white? Do I want to try to find a gold and white print? Not sure. Just like this, I have to make cushions because that's a bed pillow on top of a throw. It doesn't look good. But if you don't have anything on that chair, it's a torture device. And this is an antique too. This was it was built by my husband's great grandfather. So we're keeping that. I just have to try to make it comfortable to sit in. Over here, I just added this thrifted chest. It has a bunch of family photos. And I mean, photos from my parents before they had kids, and then when the first child was born. So a lot of family photos in that chest. And same thing down here. I have all my photo albums. That's a Thomas Kincaid photo album in the back. It's so pretty, so I thought I would show the cover as a backdrop. And then this basket is filled with more photo albums and an old wallet that Bobby gave me. She goes, "You like old things. Maybe you'll display this somewhere." And I did. Here it is, Bobby. It's in the basket. And then up here, I put my wishing well up here that used to be over where the candles are, on top of that little stool. I moved it over here along with Hobby Lobby's framed. It's supposed to look like needlepoint from Hobby Lobby. This is an old plant I thrifted, and I painted the pot. Can't show you the picture frame. It has my grandchildren on it. Both my daughters are the ones that have given me grandchildren so far, and they don't even post the pictures of my grandchildren on social media. And they asked me not to, and you know, I think it's a great thing. I will follow, what they want. So, yeah, it's just on the photo frame. The moving pictures, I call them, is sitting on top of a basket tray that I have to finish staining. I start things and I have a hard time completing them, but I will. I'll get on it for you. How's that? Okay, and then over here I have the flame candle, LED candle, just a little knickknack that says "Pray more, worry less," which, that is what I do every day. I give it over to God. And then here is the antique looking radio that my husband's mom gave to us back in the 90s. And then over here is my little chair when I was 4 years old, and it's been through a lot of different paint colors. And this is the most recent paint color. Who knows if I'll ever paint it again. But over here is stuff I just threw up on this table. Blech. No, sorry. I shouldn't have done that. Here is the picture I thrifted back in February, and I just haven't hung it yet. And I believe it's going to go over onto this wall once it's painted and stenciled. These smudges that you see, I had candle sconces, and the candles were smoking. And so when I went to blow them out, which was stupid, I should have snuffed them out, the soot got all over the wall. So that will be taken care of once I take care of the walls with the paint and stuff. But anyway, back to this. I just put this stuff here for now because I didn't want to store the stuff because my storage areas are crammed enough. So I'm like, okay, this isn't the best looking entry table, but it's going to have to do for now until I can figure out what I can do with this area. All right, let's go over to my bookcases. And these are my bookcases. Okay, the top shelf has stayed the same since spring. The next shelf down, you can see what I did there, a little chest with some flowers and a doily. Those two ceramic pots was a gift from my secret angel back in the 90s at my old church back in Maine. Um, the I thrifted that little house. Actually, it's a store. It's a store in Barrington, New Hampshire. I'm not sure if it's still there. It's Caliph's. It should be there. It's kind of like a historical store. My aunt and uncle had a bakery out of next door to their house, and they made donuts and bread. I think they made bread, and they would bring their goodies over to Caliph's, and that's how they sold their bakery items. So Caliph's, if anybody is from Barrington or around that area, I have family history there, and I happened to find this at a thrift store, antique store down here in Florida, and I have to have it because it's like, oh my goodness, who would have thought? So then the next shelf, I have thrifted books and some Bibles that I've collected over the years. The dog painting is the one that Bobby gave me. I believe it was painted in 1975. Just a little frame that Bobby gave me, and I put rub and buff on it, and I stuck a little floral picture I cut out. Over here, the little white lamb I got from my pastor's wife back up in Berwick, Maine. She was going through all her stuff and getting rid of stuff, and so she gave me that lamb. The cat and the birdhouse, the green and blue birdhouse, was gifted to me from another secret angel that I had, and she happened to have been my best friend, Betty, who picked my name. So that was in one of the baskets. And then I bought the birdhouse that's in the back of it. Moving down, I made this house, I don't know what you want to call it, shadow box. I made that and stuck a couple of things in there. I was going to make it to sell, and no, it was time consuming, so I don't think I will. Either that or I'll make maybe 4 of them and see how well they do. If they do well, then yes, I'm going to make them and sell them. Over here in a drinking glass, these are magnifying glasses that Bobby gave me. And I just stuck them here so you could see them. They're very shiny, looks very antique-y. Who knows? Maybe they are antique. I don't know. And then in this glass vessel, I put a rolling pin, wood rolling pin, a meat tenderizer that's cracked, so I don't want to use it. I stuck that in with some florals and a doily. So that's that shelf. And then down here, I have a potted plant that came from Five Below. One of my ceramic houses that you put tea lights in that I got, it was a set of three that I got at Walmart. They had them out for Christmas. They had all white ones, and then they had the three that I'll show you um, in this in these colors, and they match. So they match what I have around here. That plate that my husband's um, grandmother, she was into ceramics. She loved going to ceramics classes, and so this is one of the plates that she made. Over here, I just have a birdhouse, an Alaska plate when my husband's dad and stepmom went to Alaska. I got this wooden box from At Home, and it has a red and black plaid snowflake on one side, and then I just stenciled this on the other just to give it some color to it, get some pattern on it. And I put it here with the lamp because I needed to raise the lamp up so you could see it over the sofa. And this is the lamp. An antique plate that I got at a yard sale in my community. Um, can you see that? December 1913. It says Cohen Homestead. I can't make that out. Maybe you can. Bavaria? But yeah, 1913. So this plate is old. I never heard of the Cohen Homestead. I don't know what it is. If you do, please comment below. Let me know. Uh, this little album box, there's three little albums, and each album is dedicated to each of my three children. Baby pictures all the way up until, I would say early childhood. So I have their pictures in there. And then, of course, my York Beach print, because my husband and I, when we lived in South Berwick, this was the closest beach. It wasn't that far. And it's in York, Maine. And we always took our kids to York Beach, to Short Sands. You can see the different names. Cape Nettic is where the lighthouse is. York Harbor, Short Sands Beach, Long Sands Beach, and Mount Agamenticus, which is a hard name, but that you can see from certain areas of yes, you can see it from South Berwick. Or can you? I'm trying to think now. Maybe you can't. Maybe it's just Powderhouse Hill. It's been so long. Don't quote me. Yeah. So I got that. And the picture I took down in Newburyport. This is downtown Newburyport, Mass. The gathering place where friends become family. And then another photo. It used to light up, but I don't have a battery in it. This is Nubble Light in Cape Nettic. And then we're going to go over here. Up here to the very top, I have a bushel of wheat, the ceramic piece, pottery piece I thrifted, the cross, the wooden cross. It was a gift from my son, either from my birthday or Christmas. I don't remember. Maybe it was Christmas. And then this sign that my daughter gave me. And then down here, I have thrifted books. I had books that I've had, like Joyce Meyer and different books like that. There's my duck that I thrifted and just whitewashed him a little so you could see him, and I rub and buffed his beak. An antique oil painting that Bobby gave me. Potted plant from Five Below. Now, this painting is very unique. It has ridges on it. Let me see if I can. Yeah, right here, when you run your finger on it, you can feel the bark. I don't know how the painter did that, but it looks so much better in person when you can hold it and look at it and touch it. It is such a unique piece. Very beautiful. I love it. I keep it up all year round, even though it has like a fall look to it. I just think it's too pretty not to have it out year round. All right, moving down to the next shelf. I have it's a home there. It's not a house, it's a home. That's a tray that my son gave to me for Christmas. Here's the other ceramic house that came with the three set of houses at Christmas time from Walmart. Florals and two wooden primitive houses on top of a little round basket. And then down here is the other plate that my husband's grandmother made. The other part of the trio of ceramic houses, and another potted plant from Five Below. So let me see if I can back up and show everything. So that's what this looks like. I think it came out really cozy, really cottagey. Go over here so you can kind of see it at this angle. And I'll step back even further to show you. And these have cabinets down below. This is a mess, so I'll just show you real quick the mess. That hasn't changed on top. The shelf that was underneath the mirror, it's sitting right there, fell off the wall, broke some antique dishes. I am so upset. But what, that's life. What can you do about it? All right, let me go slowly. And I'm going to walk around and show you from this angle. I moved all the furniture up so I could get behind there. So when you see my furniture like this, we don't sit like this. This is just so I could show you what I had done. And I like it, And I have good news. This ugly thing, they were set. Bye-bye. We ordered new furniture and it's coming in July. This sofa is going out through those glass doors, and it's going to become a sofa that my grandkids can jump on, eat on, do whatever they want on, watch TV, because that's the playroom. So I cannot wait for my new... We bought 2 couches, and the middle part, like this part, folds down. So you can have a 2-seater, and it has chargers, it has a pocket to put magazines in. There's the cushion you can open. There's more storage there, and then a piece that isn't connected to this, but it you just pull it forward, and there's your cup holder. So I thought that was neat. And so we have two of them so we can sit 6 people in here. And it's also motorized. So you just press a button and it reclines, it goes back. It's a charcoal color that looks blue if you put it up against something blue. So it's going to match. And I'm all excited. I cannot wait. And then let's go down the hall. I want to show you my new rugs that I bought for the floors, because as you can see, I took up all my rugs. And the grandkids, when they eat and drink and run around, it's going to be in the playroom. I turned 60 May 15th, and I want my nice things. So, this is the update of my sister's room when she comes down. Not a lot has happened, but I'm getting to it today. I am bound and determined to either have this all painted by the end of the day or by the afternoon of tomorrow. Yes, it's a mess, but it won't be once I get going. All right, now let me show you, and I should have done this before I started doing this videotape. Here we go. Not videotape, but you know what I mean. Okay, this is the style of rugs we're having in our living room. This one is going in front of the fireplace. Now there's, let me see. This right here looks gray, but when you put, like I found some pillows at Rooms to Go. That's where we got our furniture. These were off of Amazon. When you put something blue next to it, and I don't have anything blue right now, it pulls this as a blue color. So it can go either gray or blue, and that's how the couches are too. So this is going to match perfectly with the furniture and perfectly with the walls because it does have gold in it. So this one is a 2.5. No, I don't know what size this is. Boy, but anyway, it's going to go in front of the fireplace. I have 3 8-foot runners, and I have a 5x7 that's going to go into the entryway because that's the exact measurement of the entryway. And then I have my 8x10. So I'm all excited. We're going up to New England in July for a couple of weeks. So when we get back, I'm going to have a nice clean house to come home to with my nice furniture, my rugs, and I can't wait. All right. One last thing I want to show you is this print. It's a print from Holland. And Bobby had 3 of them, and she wanted to know if I wanted one or all 3. And I told her, I'll take one. So this is more of a Christmas photo print because they're holding presents, and there's a Christmas tree, and there's snow. So what I want to do is I have to measure this. I don't know what the size is, but I just thought this was so pretty. So I have to, like I said, get a frame for it. I've got to measure it. I forgot to do that. And then I'll have a frame, and that will go up at Christmas, or I just might have it all year round. Who knows? Yeah. So that's got a long ways to go. Long ways to go. This has got to come down, this TV. My husband's going to remove that because we decided that the bed's going to go along this wall and then the TV is going to go along this wall. And I also want to get a nice long dresser, so either the TV can sit on it or we'll hang the TV above it. And I want to get a corner fireplace, the electric fireplaces. Have that in the corner, so when my sister's here for the holidays, she can have a little tree that I have. It's artificial. It's green with little white lights, and she can decorate it. I'm going to get a white artificial tree for my bedroom and decorate that. So, all right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.